Hello and welcome to MoreBikes. I'm out in Austria for the launch of Yamaha's new Niken. We've spent today doing about 260 kilometres, riding some tight switchbacks, some lovely sweeping roads, and across a variety of conditions as well. We've had some pouring rain just for the last sort of 50k. And I can't express to you how good it is, essentially. On first impressions, I wasn't sure what the riding position, what the feel was going to be like. But after spending 260k riding it, I've got nothing but nice things to say. The levels of grip on offer from the front end are unprecedented. I've never experienced anything like it. And we were pushing today. The pace was pretty hot, and it handled everything in its stride with ease. So it's based around Yamaha's tried and tested twisty MT-09 Tracer 900 engine. It's been tweaked just slightly to deal with the extra weight, essentially. But the piece de resistance is this clever concept at the front, the leaning multi-wheel concept, which is Yamaha's own devising. And it's fantastic. You wouldn't necessarily think that two 15-inch tyres would deliver the same sort of riding performance as a motorbike, but it's arguably better. Across a variety of conditions, at least, you can really push it. Brakes are great, suspension's fantastic. Suspension quite clever actually. It's got two front forks and they work independently, so you can so basically it can soak up a pothole or something. Very handy if you're riding in England, definitely. It's a 900cc or 847cc. 3-cylinder 4-stroke engine, fantastic piece of kit, works really well, torque right through the range, plenty of power, and it's so smooth, confidence inspiring really. It kicks out sort of 84.6 kilowatts of power at 10,000 RPM, and there's 87.5 Newton meters of torque at 8,500 RPM. 6-speed gearbox, you've got double discs at the front for braking, a single disc at the rear. You've got dual 15-inch front tyres, a 17-inch at the rear. 820mm seat height, which is surprisingly, it's pretty decent for most riders. I think most people wouldn't have any problems getting the leg over this thing. It weighs 263 kilos, which in theory sounds like a lot, but actually out on the road, it's, just moving it around, it's really well balanced. So I don't think you'd even notice it. I'm not exactly the strongest or the largest of blokes, and I had no problems at all. So there's a 18-litre fuel tank, which turns around. You should be able to get about 300 kilometres off a single tank, which is pretty impressive. So you've got KRB forks front and rear, two sets at the front, a mono shock at the rear, 110 mils of travel at the front, and 125 mil of travel at the rear. The front suspension is really clever actually. It's capable of soaking up bumps independently, so each wheel can work on its own. It's a fantastic bit of kit, and I would encourage anyone, if you're into biking, to give it a go, because I think you'll be very surprised with just what it can do. So yeah, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more from MoreBikes.